Grand Rising, Elizabeth. Thank you for joining us this morning. At 9 o'clock a.m., we will close our social media and continue on Zoom only. Join us by getting your Zoom link at elizabethvisionaryconference.org. We'll be there until 10 a.m. You could join us now, and we'll see you in the Elizabeth Zoom room. Today, your hosts are Nawili Griffin, Lillie B., and Ayana Blair. Enjoy. Grand Rising.
Hey everyone.
Grand Rising, my sisters.
Grand Rising, folks.
Okay.
Okay, we gotta do better than that. I said Grand Rising, everybody. Grand Rising, folks. Come on, Grand Rising.
Grand Rising, my sister. Yes.
Come on, Lillie B. Let me hear what you always said. Give us a Thursday.
Got it.
Grand Rising. Yes. I have
Grateful.
not. Go ahead.
How are you?
Here I go. Yes. Okay. Hey, beautiful people. It's a beautiful day to have a beautiful day. Happy Thursday, folks. How we feeling?
Good.
Good. That's what I like to hear.
Great with no sleep.
Okay. Listen, it's understood, well understood, but we got it, beautiful people.
Yes, we do. So great to have everybody. Welcome to Run.
Yes.
All the way from I'm in Tacoma Park today. I'm staying in Bowie, Maryland. So yeah, all good. All good. That's all I gotta say. Freeway driving a 6-shift car. I'm on.
Ooh, girl.
I haven't driven a stick. I learned how to drive on a stick.
That's what I did. So I know it's there. Where's reverse?
Yes.
I love stick shifts.
Yeah.
I love them.
I do too. 6:30 in the morning on the freeway. It's dark. Yes. And I couldn't find my driving glasses. I love a 6-shift. I do. So all God is good. I got here on time, in time. It's a very wonderful experience. So we're gonna start off with some breathing to sit back and just get our chi and our energy moving. So first of all, I want us to just simply close our eyes and just give ourselves an opportunity to turn within and just remember there is a divine teacher within each one of us that is even now guiding us, guarding us, protecting us, and giving downloads that are magnificent and wonderful, especially. And just relax your palms either downward, back to ground yourself, or upward. With palms relax your body, most comfortable posture. I'm in rock pose on my heels on my yoga mat, and just focus at that point between the eyebrows. We call it the brow point. It's our place of intuition, a deeper knowingness of wisdom, our third eye. And we're going to be inhaling through our nostrils, exhale out your mouth. And let's take a deep breath and inhale. Exhale through the mouth. And inhale. Exhale through your mouth. And again, inhale through your nostrils. And exhale through. Just relax yourself for a moment. If you chime, that is the school bell. and getting a deeper sense of who you are. Know you're loved, you're lovable, you're, that as in it is indeed your time, and that you are in your right place, right time, doing your right, and no matter the matter that we show up, we show up the divine in our own unique and our gifts, our dreams, our goals, our desires, and we simply don't have to chase anything because we are practicing everything that we are in need of. Every lesson is a blessing. As we walk forth in confidence with our head up, surrender into each and every moment of this glorious life that we have created. And knowing that we are co-creator of everything that is happening, coming to us and through us. We just give thanks for it all. We release it in the knowingness that it is already done and that everything unfolds for our good. Even those hard knocks are for our good. For they are allowing us to surrender even deeper into an understanding of who we really are. And we are uniquely and wonderfully made. Each and every one of us, every hair on our head, our fingers, our toes, our heart, our lungs, all body systems come together in divine alignment. We are whole, we are complete, we are perfect. And in that realization, we just keep on keeping on. We keep up, so we are kept up.
Ooh.
And we know that it's already all right. Thanks for this knowingness. We give thanks for the epiphanies, the ahas, the creativity, the inspiration, the motivation. Say yes, yes, yes to life this day. For this is the day the Most High has made. Let us rejoice, celebrate, and be glad in it. We have so much to celebrate. We have so many blessings to count. And we step up and we step out. Wonderful, vibrant, happy, harmonious, healthy women, goddesses. It is done. It is done. We release it and I let it go. And so it is. Let's inhale, raising our arms up over our heads and scream.
Ashe, ashe, ashe. Yes.
Let's get to the cha-cha, the daily owner we got today. So yesterday I had a very interesting opening of the book. The office is across the way. There's a woman there who works for the school, a sister, and I said, hey, can I share this with you, my reading for today? I said, sure. So I got one that was on surrender. And it talked about, it was called No Worries and about surrender. So it talked about creating a box called a surrender box. So, and other reading was right on time. No, there's no accidents. We always get what we are attracting and need. Attention.
Nawili,
Yes.
you are breaking up, sweetheart.
Okay. I don't know what to do.
I know, right? Just gone with, it's not real bad, so.
You're very clear on my side, so it might just be other people's. I'm not sure.
Right. So
go right ahead.
So I actually had kind of ear hustled her conversation, so I knew that the reading was in alignment with what she perhaps was able to receive. So I found a box in the office here and I said, hey, why don't you make a surrender box like the reading said? So it inspired me and I want to my surrender box. So this is my box. That's the top of it. And I just found a couple of magazines and I just collaged the whole box, top, bottom. Yeah, so that's my surrender box. That is the opening where you write whatever you want to surrender, whatever you want to release, or whatever you want to embrace. Both of those go in your box. So that's my surrender box. It says the future is now. Yeah, so that's my box. So
Love
I'm
it.
encouraging you to do a surrender box. Okay, so here we go with the reading. There we go.
Ashe, thank you for sharing that.
Oh, you're so welcome. Regardless of outcome, there are no wrong decisions. Many of us have a hard time making decisions. We fear that if we choose the wrong partner, then we will be stuck in an unhappy relationship, or if our financial choice is incorrect, we will make a bad investment. Yet there are no wrong decisions. Perhaps we could at times make different ones with respect to our relationships, personal pursuits, careers, or the right color of paint to buy for our bedroom. Regardless of the outcome, though, we always gain valuable experience or insights from any choice we make. Making any decision is always better than making none at all. I'm going to read that. Let's go a little deeper. Making any decision is always better than making none at all. Oh, I'd like to hear y'all chime in on that one. At least we had the courage to decide, take a chance, and make a move in a particular direction. We cannot take action unless we come to a decision first. And it is never wrong, but because we always gain something from it, whether we get what we intended or learn a valuable lesson. And my take on that is it's either a real good lesson or it's a blessing. Sometimes we need to follow through on a decision to realize that we do not really want what we thought we did. Have mercy. For instance, maybe you always wanted to live in a big city, so you leave family, friends, and a secure job in a small town to move across the country. However, once you get there, you find out that you do not really like urban life. You never would have known that unless you tried it. So you move back home, all the more appreciative of small town living. Rather than constantly wondering what else is out there, you are now able to fully embrace your surroundings and the direction your life there is taking. Your decision to move to the city did work out, just not in the way you had envisioned. While your decisions may not always lead you to what you thought you wanted, you always end up with what will ultimately make you happiest. Being able to make choices is one of life's privileges. Exercise your right to fearlessly decide. So I'm going to ask Shay today. I'm going to ask you a question. What have or are you considered to fearlessly decide on in your life today? Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Okay, I'll go first.
All right, Miss Lillie, I feel you.
Hey y'all. So I'll go. I'm fearlessly deciding to continue to take hold and grab a hold of the horns of anything that's coming at me.
Okay. All right.
And to conquer. I am conquering the things. I'm conquering my task.
Okay.
Fearlessly.
Task. Okay.
Ashe.
Ashe today. I love it.
Thank
All right.
you.
Anybody?
Anyone else?
And
I'll go.
okay, go.
I'm fearlessly preparing for this child to come into the world through my portal.
Hey, today, do not mommy. Yes.
Next week. is her due date, but hopefully she stays in a little bit longer or whenever, you know what I'm saying, whenever she's ready. Of course, I'm not going to force her to stay in, but, you know, just go ahead and take your time, baby. Take your time. Wait till you're ready.
Hurry up and take your time.
Right,
Take your
right.
time and hurry up.
Take
Both,
time.
exactly.
Buddy.
Precisely. But I share today.
I say today.
Ashe.
I say today.
Well,
I,
go ahead, Juanita.
Miss Scott? Hey, sis.
hey, y'all. So
Hey.
I am fearlessly deciding to allow myself to let it happen.
I
And
say.
my mama is 96.
Mm.
And, you know, that's one of her mantras. Let it happen. Because sometimes we don't have enough facts to make the right decision at the right time. And sometimes we need to let some things unfold. And sometimes we need to not be afraid in the face of things unfolding. And I have a tendency to jump in, you know, like, to grab the horns. And, sometimes that really is the right thing to do. But I need to allow myself the time to see that more so than jumping in ahead of things. I have a tendency to jump in ahead of things. So I am fearlessly deciding to let some things happen, let some things unfold, take a little more time, check it out,
Patient.
listen, observe, and then walk into that decision. Don't jump into it, So yeah, I have a tendency to jump and leap when I need to stand still and know that I am as God, Yeah,
Hey.
so that's what I'm
That's what I celebrate you
Thank
taking
you.
patience and indulging in
Yes.
patience with yourself.
Thank you.
That's hot.
That's been a far reach for me. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mhm.
Okay. Pam, Miss Star. Hey, girl.
Yes.
It's good to
I-
see you
It's a month of Sundays.
out there ear hustling and
Yeah.
and doing your thing. What decision? My decisions nowadays, well, today, it's all about God and what God wants me to do. Um, I made the decision to do what I came here to do. It's unfolding daily. I'm seeing things daily, and I'm making the decision to be patient because when you see things in the future, I'm trying not to be in a hurt. Oops, sorry, y'all.
Oh, let's do it. Let's do it.
I'm working on being calm, enjoying the journey, and being patient. That is my decision. Yeah, that's it.
Go on with your fearless self, girl.
Well, I shall say that I am fearlessly surrendering.
Deciding.
Say it again.
I am fearlessly deciding.
I am fearlessly deciding to surrender the past regarding, in particular, events. And boldly Well, we already said fearlessly, unstoppably,
I love that word.
um, okay, I'll just stop with those two words. The past regarding events, because some things have already started that I said, okay, we got it. We can't do this the whole month, before my event. I can't do this every day. So I am surrendering. So when you said what you was going to talk about today, I was like, okay, thank you, Holy Spirit. Yeah. So I am surrendering anything that didn't work and what my mind tends to go through. And I am going to walk this path and walk right on into success and expect yes from everybody that I speak to.
I shade today.
Yeah. And not make anything mean anything except to accept what the answer is, not make it mean anything. So I'm surrendering all that and to walk the path that God has put on my heart to do.
Yes. I shade.
And I'm gonna walk into knowing.
Yes.
That's powerful.
Yes.
Thanks for sharing that.
And when you were speaking, you were saying, and go, you said, I fearlessly decide, and something about unstoppable. But when you said to go to, I just saw the phrase came up, to go where no woman other than Queen Dooney has been destined to go.
Ashe.
Yeah, that just came through my mind.
Thank you.
Ashe today.
Ashe.
Miss Evelyn, what you got?
What was the question again?
Miss Girl, how you be today? What you have for breakfast? That was the question. What you have for breakfast? No, it was, what have you fearlessly decided?
To make my no stronger with love.
Wow. Okay. Okay, so Esther and Abraham Hicks. Okay, so this is their take on contrasts and things that come up in your life. If it's not yes, it's hell no. So I said, if it's heavenly yes, because those things we say yes to, it's like, oh yes, yeah. It's a hell no. And hell no is love. Yeah, it really is. I mean, when you feel it and you're that confident and you have that knowingness that it's hell no, I love myself and I love you enough to say, no, it's okay. It's okay. Stand up in it. Yes, you got that one, girl. Yeah.
Okay. Y'all please help my mind on that.
Such love. That's such self-care and so much love for yourself when you can stand in that no. It's so much. That's a fearless decision right there. It really is.
Yeah, when she said that, I saw this pillow, a fluffy pillow with no real big on the pillow.
Okay.
But no, really big. No here.
Just a little FYI.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. That's so interesting how that word has so much weight. And that's why when I say yes, now sometimes I say it 3 times because I have to know it has as much weight as no.
Isn't that something?
Yes,
Mm.
yes, yes.
Right.
Okay.
You know?
Uh-huh.
Yes. Ashe. Today.
That pillow is so powerful
Yes.
because
Mhm.
what that pillow says to me is, and we're gonna let it rest right there.
Yeah.
I
Leave it
love
We're
right
gonna let
there.
it we're gonna let
I
it rest
love
right there.
Let it rest. Let it lay.
Yes,
Oh,
it.
yes.
So Aduni, I
Yes.
see I see a double whammy when they come in, they ask you something. First of all, you click the song "It's About Me," and then you grab the pillow.
Hey.
So,
Yep.
is there any
Yes.
part of that you do not understand?
Understand.
Wow. Wow.
That's a good one.
yes, Ashe.
Oh Lord.
Hey, to create. There's
Lucretia.
someone,
Lucretia.
Lucretia. I don't know you. I'd love to see your lovely face.
Lucretia is in our course in miracle class.
Oh,
Oh,
wonderful.
perfect.
Okay.
Welcome.
She's been on before
Welcome.
when
Okay.
Welcome.
Hi.
when
Hi. Good
yeah,
day. Ohio.
when Claudette came on, she joined us.
Okay. Nice.
Okay.
To Zoom.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us today.
Mhm.
Happy
Uh,
Thursday.
my fearless decision was to come back and join y'all today.
Oh, God.
Hi.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
Yes, we
Yes,
do.
thank you.
Thank
Got a
you
new
for
shirt just
joining
for
us.
Thank
y'all.
you for joining us.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey. And my fearless decision
Mm-hmm.
every day to take a step. My
Yes.
fearless decision is to surrender the details I think I need to fill in. Mhm. Just
See.
yeah, surrender the details. Yeah.
I
And
like that.
that just showing up is enough. Like yesterday, I showed up here at the school and they were like, oh, you didn't know that the quarter ends and there's really no class to teach today? Well, I'm here to serve. What shall I do? So I just read teacher's manual, found a great book for children. I like to camera. This was on the desk, and she got this from one of all of our favorite stores, Five Below. And this book is called My Big Book of Feelings. It's a children's book, and it was published by Rodale Press, which you guys know, Louise Hay and a lot of people came under Rodale back in the day. But it's a really lovely book for, well, not only for children, but and this is like one page. It said, draw someone you can talk, draw someone you can talk to about anything. Can you imagine a child being free, or an adult? Draw a picture, or either for us, it might be write a sentence about someone, but that's just one of the pages in this book. Great book. So went through this book yesterday and made some notes. Great. It was from Five and Below. So
Okay.
yeah, so that I just walked the campus yesterday. So yeah, grateful. Let go of the details. I mean, I had lesson plans and we are gonna do some thread wrapping. I had all the details. Just really.
Hey, girl.
Hey there.
Hey, Zsa Zsa.
Okay.
This
Good
is
day.
our girl.
How are you?
Good morning.
Great day. Great day.
Great day.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah. So what we were doing was just talking about what are we releasing right now, Lillie?
No. What are you fearlessly deciding?
Yeah.
Or what's a fearless decision
There
you're
we go.
making in your life right now, or have that you would share?
There we go.
So you said, what are you releasing, or what are you fearlessly, what?
Well, okay. What are
A
you?
fearless decision that you've made, a fearless decision that you have made or are making.
A fearless decision that I have made is to love myself unapologetically. Being a woman who has alopecia and I don't have any hair anywhere, I've learned to be okay with my wig on, with my wig off. Knowing that I'm the same with the hair, and if you care more about my hair and less about my heart, then I don't need you around me no way.
Ooh, that's a t-shirt.
Ashe.
That's a
Yeah.
t-shirt.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Beautiful. So I'm going to pass the baton to Lillie, and
Okay.
I appreciate our fearless team, because I've been fearlessly jumping around the country a lot. So
I know.
That's beautiful.
Yes, yes.
yeah.
Well, I would like to welcome our guest. Well, let me tell you a little bit about how I met her. Years ago, I've known her for a lot of years. Too many to count. She basically my family. Hey, cousin. Yeah, this is family. This young woman here, this lady has done it all. When I say done it all, I mean from high school on up to now. She's been moving and shaking in the community. She's a pillar of the community. She's an activist. She's a activist for so many different things. She's just an activist for human rights, women's rights. She stands on that. Stand on it real hard. She does this and that. You want to get married? Call her. You need to start your business.
Yeah, we may
call her.
Mary.
You need a host? Call her. Yeah, she does it all.
I love that. That sounds like a
I'm sorry, I
commercial.
didn't
I think
hear
I'm gonna
you.
have to use that. I love
Listen,
it.
hey, cousin, listen, I got you. She does it all, you guys. And without further ado, I would like to introduce
Good
Miss
morning.
Zsa
Great
Zsa
day,
Hubbard.
grand rising. What up, doe, and all of that.
What up, though? Well, this sounds like a good
Yes,
segue
hey,
into
what's
I'm
going
Every
on?
Woman song.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yes.
the song you requested,
Go
right?
ahead. We can.
Zsa Zsa?
Yes.
We'll play
I
that.
picked that song for her. Yeah.
And you take it over. Okay. I have to pause the record.
Houston, I'm every woman because we are every woman. No matter what your ethnicity is, you share a common denominator with another woman across ethnicities. And being Black women, we share a common denominator that can't be taken from us, from our melanated skin to the soul that we have in our spirits. We are one of the most duplicated individuals in the world, from our styles, from our swag, till our attitudes, till our energy. We are copied on all levels and yet hated so much. We are the #1 voters in the country.
Come on.
We make something out of nothing. And I was tearing up as I was listening to the song, because I'm the oldest of 7 children. My mom had 7 kids. And I watched my mom be every woman, from the plumber to the electrician, to the lawnmower, to the gas maker, to getting a ride from Jitney's when we needed a ride, from being the lender to being the borrower, from being a renter to a homeowner. My mother was every woman. And I don't hold my head up high as a woman of arrogance, but as a woman of confidence, because I come from great stock, from a woman who was a hard worker. She didn't lay on her back, even though she could, because she was beautiful. And I ain't throwing no shade on no woman that gotta go and get it the way she gotta go and get it. as Black women, because we've been put in situations and scenarios where we've had to make really tough choices. Are we gonna deal with Uncle Frank to get this bill paid? Or are we gonna try to figure this out on our own? And I watched my mother do all of those things. And although I don't have 7 children, I do have a 19-year-old son who currently lives in Tampa. He's a graduate of Cass. He wasn't one of the most smartest students, but my son tried his hardest to maintain a level of education in a school where everybody is striving to do so many great things. And I always made sure my son knew about God before he knew about Gucci. Because I wanted my son to have value. And I wanted my son to be a man of integrity. I wanted my son to understand the power in your presentation and how you look. You don't have to look like everybody else. And I take pride in knowing that although I have been diagnosed with alopecia, I also take pride in presenting myself in a way that is presentable, where people respect you no matter where you go and what you do. And I think as a woman, we have to be more conscientious of what we present to the world. And we live in a time frame right now where, you know, anything and everything goes. And I'm a big respecter of people's opinions. I'm a big respecter of your individualism, but I'm also a very conscientious and a big believer in how you show up in the world is how you're going to be respected in the world. And if you show up tacky, you're going to be looked at as tacky. If you show up with your best foot forward, no matter what that looks like to anyone else, you know, I rock pearls. I rock my evil eye on my neck some days. I rock my letter D, my old English D. I'm from Joy Road, that, you know, and regardless of how I show up in the world, I show up as me. And when you show up as you on a regular basis, on a consistent basis, it's hard for people to knock you off your square. Yeah. And although I value the opinions of others, I value my opinion the most. And when you learn to value your opinion the most about you, you don't get swayed by other people's opinions. And that song, I Am Every Woman, it reminds me of all of the sacrifices that women make, not only for their families, but for themselves. And I thank God that although I was raised in a single parent household, I thank God that my mother had the strength to overcome abuse from my father, overcome being in debt. You know, I watched her move a certain type of way. And my mom worked in fragrance and makeup. She worked for Claire Burke, Clinique, Fashion Fair. She worked for Cardo. She worked at Marshall's, Marshall Field. She worked at Macy's. Every name they were, Hudson's. Every time they changed the name, she was right there with them. And I had the pleasure of working right alongside of her. And no matter what she was going through, she would, hi, welcome. Would you like to try our CK1 fragrance? Or hi, good morning, good evening. Hi, would you like to try some of our samples? And it would be like, you just got a shut off notice. Like, and you're still presenting yourself in a way that there, as if there's nothing going on. And women, Black women, are literally magicians when it comes to masking the pain and the challenges and the issues and the suffering and the lack thereof. And I would watch her do these things, and fast forward, you know, I had to learn that I'm no longer wearing a mask. If somebody asks me how I'm doing, I'm not doing so well today. I'm having some issues, but I'm gonna be okay. Because I think that's where me and my mom differed a lot. She was able, because she grew up in a time where you don't share your feelings, you don't operate in a way of liberation and freedom. And I made sure that I did not live a life where I masked my pain, because there are so many women who are masking trauma and drama and issues, and you cannot heal if you are not talking about what's hurting you. And I want to live a life of freedom where I talk about what is bothering me for the day, who I don't vibe with, somebody's energy is off, even if it's mine. If I'm in a place of solitude and I don't want to be bothered, it ain't me being funny. I need to hear from God, or I just need to be at peace. Um, I've just learned me unapologetically, and I'm still learning me as layers are removed and layers are changing. And I'm in a season now where my son is 19 and he off living his life, and God is allowing me to see another layer of me without being a hands-on mom. I'm not taking nobody to school. I'm not running in traffic and cussing everybody out for cutting me off, or going through those different changes. I'm enjoying this part of me that is different, and I've been married before, and I got married because I thought that I was never going to be asked again. And sometimes we jump to the opportunity of marriage because we want to be with somebody. And, we get in our singledom and we want to be booed up, and I married somebody that was so heavenly bound, he was no earthly good. Great on paper, master's degree, no kids, fine, chocolate, muscles. He was a physical trainer, but I mentor in my hood. And you can't want to go to the governor's galas with me and the mayor balls with me, but you don't want to go mentor these kids from my hood. That doesn't work like that for me. And when you are seeking a spouse or a significant other, you want to make sure that you can be your 100% complete self. And if you find yourself contradicting anything near that, that's not a person you need to be with. And that's just not on a relationship level. That's on all relationship levels. That's friendships, that's family, that's your working space. If I find myself questioning anything about me or contradicting anything about me, I don't need to be in that space. And I'm learning to let things go as the seasons change. We can't hold on to the leaves because they have to go. We can't hold on to certain animals because they have to go and hibernate. And when you start learning to be okay with letting stuff go, sugar, honey, iced tea, when you learn to let stuff go, you start being free from bondages that you didn't even know you had. And I want to walk freely. And I don't know what that looks like in the future, but every day, that's my goal, to live a life of liberty, live a life that reflects power, live a life that reflects my most feminine and masculine energy, because we're both. And learning to accept all of my flaws that others may think are flaws, that I believe are strengths. And I'm just in a space where I'm appreciative to be around other women who genuinely feel the same way, because I ain't got time for no two-faced, double-minded, and unstable people. I'm straight up no chaser. What you see is what you get. If you don't like what you getting, then be gone. And I'm just grateful that despite all that I've been through, God still finds value in what I bring to the table, even if it's me and the table is what I'm bringing. So,
Yes.
you know.
Yes.
I don't know what else I'm supposed to say, but that's all I got.
I say.
Yes, okay.
That was a lot, girl. That was a big bucket.
Yes.
I got a question. Can I ask a question, please?
Yes, go ahead.
And thank you, Sister Zsa Zsa, for bringing the realness, bringing you to us today. You're such a light and an example for us. I got this one really burning question about not having time for no fakeness. I'll say as you said it, I'll say it not as you said it, but unstable people, that part right there, how do we navigate ourselves staying stable in the midst of serving unstable people?
In the midst of serving.
So like with your mentoring,
Oh, serving. Well, this is the thing. The thing about it is that you're serving. You can't change anybody's roots, right?
Okay.
If a seed has been planted in a house of chaos, right? You can't take away whatever they've been through.
Right.
If they grew up in instability, if they grew up in chaos, or if they grew up around fakeness, you can't change where their roots have been planted. But what you can do is water their seed. What you can do is water their seed in a place where they see the realness in you. I can't worry about who's fake. I can't worry about who ain't listening, who's not ready to receive what I'm pouring into them, because you're gonna run into those type of people. My main thing is that I would make sure that I'm real, that I'm stable, that I'm giving you all my 411 that I have to give, so that when I do come against someone who is unstable, who is two-faced, I'm not moved. I'm like a tree planted. I'm not going to be wavered by your personality or by your energy. And when you have the spirit of discernment and you pick up on other people's energy, you will automatically know, oh yeah, I see what time it is with you. Okay, let me make sure that I got my swivel on, where I'm paying attention.
Ooh, yes, and know when to work it. Ooh, yes, I get that.
And be unapologetic about what needs to be said at that moment.
Yes.
I get it. And I think I do have that at work for me, because I do find myself saying, this is what I have to offer you. This is what I can do. And what you're saying doesn't quite match. And I don't have anything else to offer you that can positively impact what you're saying or how you're dealing with what we're dealing with. And I'm out. I guess you brought me around to answering my own question, but yeah, thank you.
And sometimes you just got to go in layman's terms and be like, somebody energy off. The spirit in this room don't sit well. Is everybody all right? We're gonna do an energy check.
Oh wow!
I love that.
Good morning, everybody. I'm here to do an energy check. Y'all looking a little. Everybody all right? Y'all had a long night last night.
Right.
Got it.
I do an energy check wherever I go, because I'm a thermostat. I'm not a thermometer. I change the temperature in the room.
Yes. Bring it.
I like that.
Thank you.
That's what I like. Yeah.
Energy check.
That's
Thank
right.
you. That's powerful.
Hold on. Text that to me. You said you a thermometer, you the thermostat, not the thermometer.
Correct.
Girl, turn me up. Okay.
I know that, right. I was just thinking. I said, "All right, sisters, put your seatbelts on."
Okay.
Zaza about to drive this thing.
Yes. Now, can you tell us, if you have time, can you tell us about a little bit what you got going on around the city? Like I said, you all, she does this, that, and the third. Is that, I said it behind her? That's her? That's her.
Well, I have a podcast. It's called Yeah, I Said It. And before I take it back, I'm gonna add more to it. And I know y'all heard me the first time. It is a podcast of education, resources, and entertainment. I want to educate my people, and everybody don't watch CNN. Everybody don't watch MSNBC. Everybody ain't watching 2, 4, and 7. And so I want my people to know what's not only happening within our community, within our state, but what's happening around the world. Because what's happening around the world also affects what will happen right here locally, from our gas stations to oil, from food supplies to imports and exports, where our state is one of the main transporters of goods and services. If you pay attention to all the railroads that we have in our city, you ever think about what's on these trains? You know, we're transporting stuff to other countries and other cities from our state. But I work with our governor as one of the community liaisons, and one of the things that I do is I work with her to make sure that our communities are aware of all of the things that are happening. We have to be politically astute. You don't gotta know everybody who got a name and a title, but you need to know what's going on in your community, because when it comes to certain programs, when it comes to certain resources, when it comes to certain monies that are available, we will find out last minute, and now we're trying to scramble to get the information, get the application, pay certain fees, do certain things. But if we're at the table, or we have somebody like me at the table trying to find out what's the 411, it makes it easier for us to move as a people. I've ran for office. My first time running for office, I was 21 years old. I ran for city council. I had 1,880 votes. In 2020, I ran for school board when my son was a junior. And I had 18,880 votes. So the next time that I run for office, I know that I'll win. And not to be braggadocious or arrogant in any kind of form or fashion, but when you sow seeds of goodness, and when you sow seeds of positivity, and when you sow seeds to educate your community is going to back you in everything that you do. I started a nonprofit organization called the Kelly's Kids Foundation. I told you earlier, I'm the oldest of 7. So every time they saw us, it would be, there go Kelly and her kids. Here come Kelly and her kids. So before my mother passed, I asked my mom, could I start a nonprofit in her name? And these were her exact words. She said, Zsa Zsa, you always doing something with them Kool-Aid pockets and them champagne dreams. And I told my mother, I said, those them champagne dreams is gonna catch up to those Kool-Aid pockets. You wait and see. And I truly, truly believe that God is doing some things, because he knows the seeds, not only that my mother has sown, but the ones that I've sown as well. And you know, people don't believe that karma may not hit you, but it will hit your children. And you have to be careful of the seeds that you sow, because although you may not get attacked, the enemy will attack your children if you're not careful and not paying attention. Yeah. And this weekend, Kerry Washington is going to be here in Detroit, promoting our governor and making sure that she votes. President Barack Obama was just here last weekend, promoting for our governor. What else? I do a First Friday poetry every first Friday, where we do open mic and poetry, where I support Black-owned vendors. That's going to be at Nandi's Knowledge Cafe tomorrow on Friday. I also do red carpet interviews. So I'll be at AMC Fairlane on Saturday doing the Very Merry Christmas movie premiere at AMC Fairlane. And Sunday, I am a part of Force Detroit, an organization helping to eradicate and lower gun violence in the city of Detroit. We're doing a collaboration versus competition, because we are stronger together than we are individually. And when we were kidnapped and brought over here, their number one goal was to miseducate us and divide us. And if we ever understand the power of unification and working together as a community, we will be a force to be reckoned with. We're already forces individually, but when you come together as a group, you see the necessary changes. That's why they took away Black Panther and the Black Panther Party, and they took away certain organizations that actually made movements. And so Force Detroit is going to be at the Garden Theater on Sunday from 2 to 9. It's free. You can bring out your family. There are going to be vendors, community leaders, speakers, different panel discussions. And so I'm all about getting involved and making sure that you know what's happening in the city. If you follow any of my social media platforms, I'm always telling you about what I'm about to do, who I'm connected with, who you all need to be connected with. I only deal with positive people in the city of Detroit. If you negative, I'm gonna tell. I don't have time to play no games with nobody, because either you're gonna help each other sell out or you're gonna be a sellout. That's it.
Absolutely. Ooh.
Yes.
She got words, you guys. She comes with the words. She's a wordsmith.
No, it's
And
coming
it's
from the
all
heart. 'Cause
facts.
what comes from the heart speaks to the heart. And a lot of people got a lot of words, but they don't got a lot of action behind it.
Woo. That's why I said it's all facts with that. Like she's a doer. The doer. She's a getter doner. That's her.
You put in the chat?
Yeah. Heavy.
Yeah.
Get her done her.
Yeah, that's her. She gets it.
Zsa Zsa, can you put in the chat?
Yes, I heard somebody ask.
Can I put in the chat what?
Your social media, what you are on Instagram, Facebook, whatever.
Sure thing. Chat. Okay, here we go. It's my name, Zsa Zsa Hubbard. My mama named me after this white woman. I just hope I ain't gotta marry 6 men to make her money.
Yeah.
It's all right.
That's it.
It's all right.
That's
It's
it.
all right.
Look, I got one husband down. We're gonna see what these other Negroes do.
Yeah.
Awesome.
There we go.
What's up, Lillie? Okay.
Yes,
my
Lillie is
girl.
actually Elizabeth.
Girl. Hey, girl, hey. Me and Lillie work together on the Juneteenth Jubilee Committee, where we shut down Livernois every year. This past Juneteenth, we had a 3-day celebration where we took over Eastern Market and Lillie performed. I even had an encore after she performed. I know she was like, "Girl, get this mic." But that's a beautiful. And I've been knowing Lillian since I was a teenager. Her sister, a dream, was very close with my mom. And, it's a beautiful thing when you can be around women and enjoy their company and not be envious, jealous, or feel insignificant when being around their company. And when you're around good sisterhood, you should feel like it's a sisterhood. There's a feeling that you get around good spirited women that make you feel good about yourself. And if you ever find yourself feeling small around any other women, those aren't the women that you shouldn't be around.
Yeah.
True.
That's why I enjoy so much every morning, Monday through Friday. This is where I sit, and I get the blessing of every woman that joins us, every Elizabeth that joins. That's a big blessing for me. And when it started, I looked at Monday through Friday, 8 to 10. Did I just get myself a job? But when you see people walk away, who was that yesterday? Wasn't filling that up, and then when it was all over, they were like energized and had some power going and stuff like that. Yeah. So you're absolutely right. I run. I run. I had a I have to put it back on my door at the shop, but I had a sign on the door that said, "Please be responsible for the energy that you bring in this space."
Yeah,
Responsible for that. Yeah, yeah. So
absolutely. And you know what's so beautiful? My grandmother's name is Elizabeth.
there again.
My dad's mother, we call her Grandma Liz. And you know, God had and I say ordained because this was really some divine order stuff. Before she passed from breast cancer, it metastasized throughout her body, but she I was the one that took care of her last year. You know, I washed her clothes and her sheets. She had up, down, right corner on her fitted sheets. She liked her bathroom cleaned a certain way. My grandmother cooked every Sunday religiously. There was not a Sunday that she did not cook because she felt like somebody was gonna come eat. And she was absolutely accurate. Somebody did come over and eat. And if they didn't come over that Sunday, they came over that Monday. And she and I would ride around Belle Isle. She would have her little nip, her little Hennessy or her Jack Daniels, her little half a pint, and we would go on a prowl looking for granddaddies and grandsons.
Oh,
Even though she was even though she was already married to my granddad, she was just looking for some action. You know, because you're sitting in a senior citizen home, you know, and it was so beautiful because my grandmother has children and grandchildren and great grandchildren that were all physically, mentally, financially capable of taking care of her. But I'm saying all that to say, when you signed up for a job, I didn't realize I didn't want to do it because I didn't want to have another job, right? Taking care of my grandma, that was going to be another job. But God allowed it to be the strengthening of a relationship between a grandmother and a granddaughter.
Yes.
And sometimes we look at certain scenarios that we get involved in as possibly another job, but it also can be a way of God giving you another divine order and another divine relationship that you don't even realize that you need at that moment. My grandmother would give me all type of wisdoms and jewels, and I thought I was coming over to wash her clothes. She didn't wash them already. So now I'm just over here chilling with her. She, you know, giving me the 411 about dating and, you know, about friendships. And, you know, so sometimes we think certain things become jobs, but they become our divine assignment.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Indeed. Indeed.
Wow.
And we don't know how those things are going to show up. You know, those very things.
Right.
Yeah. And that's something else. I'm learning to be open to what comes. Just as I'm open to what goes and letting it go, I'm also open to what comes. The relationships that come, you know, my son's father decided to sleep with my best friend and they got 6 kids together. And a part of me being younger, you know, I thought I don't want to be dealing with no more females, you know, the betrayal of friendships, the betrayal of having a young lady in your household, watching your son and doing your brothers and sisters' hair. And now you over here sleeping with my man. But I also had to take into account that everybody doesn't share those same envious traits or jealous traits or manipulating traits. Every woman is not going to stab you in the back. Every woman ain't looking to cut, copy, and paste your personality. There are some women that genuinely want to develop relationships and sisterhoods. And I had to unbrainwash my mind to think that every woman is not preying on your downfall or praying to get you, you know. There are some women that just don't know how to be good friends.
Yeah.
True. That's true. That
And
is
some-
true. Some women have some of them never had a friend before. When a real one around, they don't even know what it is. So it's gonna, misuse, mistreat, you know. Sad thing, but it's a real thing. Oh, when you find them, hold on this. The good
Yeah,
ones
and
try
also-
your best.
And also know when the friendship is time to expire.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Some friendships aren't meant for the long haul.
Mhm.
And you gotta learn to be okay with that too. It don't mean that nobody did anything to anybody. It don't mean nobody stabbed nobody in the back. Sometimes lifestyles change and people's mindsets change. And you gotta be okay with the demise of the relationship, because holding on to certain people can stunt your blessings.
Mhm. Indeed. That's true. Indeed.
I have had.
But
that
you got,
sort of
you
relationship.
with intuition and discernment, you know when to hold them and know when to fold them. That comes
Mhm.
with age, and
Yeah.
that comes with wisdom, and that comes with growth, that comes with life lessons. So
Yeah.
I think
And
that
too,
Had that
sometimes when you
happen,
don't
I-
let them go. What you say, Miss Evelyn?
I said I've had that experience of having to of growing out of a friendship, you know, that it no longer served me. We just, we came together because both our mothers were crazy alcoholics. And her sister would take
Yeah.
us away from that craziness on the weekends. But it got to the point where I realized, I said, she was sort of narcissistic, and it was all about her. And people thought I was like her because of the friendship. And then they got to know me and they said, "Oh, you're nothing like." No, I'm nothing like. Yeah. Yeah. And then I realized after I had my daughter, she kind of really faded out of my life. And I found out years later the reason why, and it was because I had a child. And I was like, and she couldn't, and I didn't know she couldn't. That was
Wow.
something she didn't share that with me, that she couldn't have a child. I knew she was in the hospital, but she never told me what it was for. So, yeah.
I love, Miss Evelyn, how you said, this is how we use words sometimes, kinda, something. Narcissism has no kinda.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
Narcissism has no kinda. No. And that's just the law. That's not, no science. It's just is. Yeah.
Yeah. And we have a lot of relationships over bonded trauma.
Oh, true.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
there
know.
we go. That's the word.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's perfect. That's the perfect word for it.
Lolly, since you just we're seeing your face, I'm gonna go back to one of our opening questions, which is, what do you fear? What have that you can share? Have you fearlessly decided? What's a fearless decision you have made for your life, your living? Mm-hmm.
That's a that's a heck of a question.
Well, the reading was kind of about that, but yeah, I mean,
in Mama head.
Yeah, the reading was about surrendering.
Yes.
Surrendering, no more worries and stuff like that.
Say that
Mhm.
question.
Releasing.
What's the question again?
What's a fearless decision you've made in your life recently, or you want to share, or you're going to make something you decided, a fearless decision? Just, I mean, like, for instance, I had a hair consultation, long distance, with someone in California while I'm here in Maryland about their hair. Bottom line, we got down to what she was willing to release. So she said she cannot give up meat. I said, I'm not asking you to give up anything. I just want to know what you're willing to release. And she says, you know, what I could really be confident about releasing or shifting is this. And so we touched and agreed, and she made a decision on the phone to take a step and do something. I said, well, that was a fearless decision, because you know, you threw everything into it and you let go of whatever that thing was you thought was holding you back. So, you know, it could be a fearless decision, like my girl decided she's going to jump in and do the LA Marathon in March. That's a fearless decision, because 26.2 miles ain't no joke. I've done it 3 times. So, you know, it could be any, you know, whatever. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I guess I could speak on, so I'm gonna be doing a small scale community event that I've been talking about. And it's really a part of like prepping myself for some bigger things that I want to do, like a big tour and everything else. But I'm just, you know, I've been mentioning how I'm like slowly getting things together, meeting different people, meeting with promoters and like, you know, people who have blogs and podcasts or whatever, and just building that up. And so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna step out and do this. Well, the back story of that is that there was originally a showcase that I was going to be on. And one of my biggest things that I kind of stand on is I don't do the whole pay to perform thing, because I think it's stupid. But this particular event was requiring funds to perform because they're going to be doing promotion. I pay for promotion now. So I was like, okay, well, let's try it. But I'm not going to do this on my own. So I actually reached out to sponsors and help them to gather all the funds needed for it. But when I jumped into it, I realized that this promotional team didn't have their stuff together. So I'm like, snaps, what do I do? And the whole time I was contemplating like, but I really want to do a community event, but I'm about to use this money for this show. And I'm not even seeing what I want to see for me for this show. So it was all these things happening in my head. And so I was like, you know what? They ended up rescheduling the show. They're like, we're going to do it in January. And I was sitting here and I'm like, they have my money. They haven't shown me what they're going to do with it. So I'm like, I'm not sure what to do. Like, I need this money back to give back to my sponsors or put it towards this community event. So before I have the money now, I got the money back, which I'm so happy about, because I actually got it after I wrote on this past Monday. I woke up at 3:30 a.m. and was meditating, and I wrote down like, I am going to receive all that is owed to me. So I got it back this week. But before I even got it back, I was like, you know what? I said in my heart that I wanted to do this community event, so I'm gonna just start getting ready for it. I'm just do it. I don't know where the money is coming from, but I'm gonna just do it. And so I'm getting things together, and I was like, how can I like get this out? I want to share. I want to spread. It's not about me putting out a song. It's about me doing something for the community. So like, how can I spread this? I'm like, I need to talk to people who are doing podcasts. I need to talk to this and that and that. And it's like, opportunities are popping up out of nowhere. And I know that in total, this will help me as an artist as well move forward in the bigger things that I want to do. But it's just amazing that like walking on faith, like I don't know how this is gonna work out, but I know this has to be done. Like it's huge, and I'm seeing that. And I just booked the DJ yesterday, and I'm just like, yo, like this is actually happening. So I think I always say I think, but this is one of those moments where I was just fearlessly pushing through. So yeah.
So good. Keep going, girl. You got it. It's already yours.
Yes. Beautiful. What a fearless decision. You just jammed.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mama, where the money's coming from, Lolly? It's from wherever it is at the moment.
Oh, just
Oh,
give it a second.
It'll be there when you need it, because wherever it is at the moment, it's headed your way. So.
Yeah.
It's there.
Mhm.
It's there. You're attracting
Yeah.
it. Mama Heck?
Grand Rising, Elizabeth.
Grand Rising.
Hey, twin.
Are you
Hey.
still out of town?
Yes, I'm in Atlanta now, in Jonesboro, actually, with my sister friend Martine. She just took a change in her life and said, I'm leaving, and came out here, bought her home, and we are sharing in that space right now. I'm so excited to be here. Yeah, so to Zsa Zsa, I love Zsa Zsa Gabor, and I love that name. And you just, your mama just Africatized it, honey. Okay, that's
Yes.
all. But I also have an Elizabeth grandmother, so I just want to say, what up, dog?
Yeah.
And tell them what you passed by yesterday when you was driving down.
What was it? I forgot. What?
You sent me a picture of.
Oh, it wasn't it was a rolling shot, but I will share it. It was a place called the Saint Elizabeth. I don't know what it was, and I'll look it up later. But it was a building that had Saint Elizabeth smacked on the side. I was like, yes. Yeah, I'll have to send it to the WhatsApp group. I did join. I just haven't let you know yet. So I am on WhatsApp. Okay. I used to have phobia, so I had to let that go. Anyway, my share is that what I fearlessly let go is that last week with my dad, I realized that I was angry. I had some anger, mad about whatever it was I was mad about. And so I told myself to write down what it was. And when I got to writing, I said, it doesn't matter. But I realized that anger lives in the past.
Indeed.
It does. Yeah.
It does. It do. So
I fearlessly addressed that and because I kept saying, why am I still angry? And it didn't matter what I was mad about. Just let that go.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a milestone for me, because I was like, what are you still, sometimes it's disappointment. You look, I was watching how my father has to live now he has diabetes, and he didn't find out he had it until the day after my mother passed. Right after my mom passed, because he fell at a restaurant, and I said, God, please don't do this. I said, please don't do this. Don't do this to me right now. I was like, oh my God, just in a way. And so we found out that he only had 10% use of his kidneys. And so he had to get on dialysis immediately. And it shut him down a little bit, but he was still able to drive. He would, take himself to dialysis and hit the road right after that, because he loves traveling. So that had to be, had to be scaled down. And then finally it was like, okay, no more driving. So, yeah, but he's okay. He has a scooter, and he drives just as fast as he did when he was driving with his scooter.
They are serious on those scooters.
Yeah, my dad. Yeah, he got the blinking lights. They look, his turn signal lights look like the Mustang. Doot, doot, doot. I have you all pictures of that. It's so funny. But yeah, he's enjoying life. He's still enjoying life, eating like he wants to. My sister gets a little way about what he eats, because he can Uber, and his neighbors and everything help him out, in his stuff. But if that's what he wants to do and be happy, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna fuss about it. Good. That's Elizabeth's oldest son, by the way. James. Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, sis.
Thanks for sharing.
Sanja, you didn't share yet. If you're able, I know you're at your job.
Hi, I had to step away for a minute. Now, let me know, what is it that I need to share?
What is a fearless decision you have decided to make in your life or have made?
You say it careless?
No, fearless.
Oh, what fearless decision have I made? And what was the other half? Because I didn't hear it.
That's it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just name a fearless decision that I've made.
Either that you are going to make or have made.
Wow. Oh my God.
You can keep it simple. It could be,
You know
fearless.
what? This might sound crazy, but I know I'm here with beautiful queens. But I did ask, and it was fearless, and I just had to do it. I asked this guy that I was dating for some money because I needed some money, period.
Okay.
Because I needed some help, paying some bills. And I said,
Yeah.
I've never done this before, but I'm just gonna put it out there and ask. And if he's got it, he's got it. If he don't,
Yeah.
he doesn't.
Beautiful. Wow. I think that touched everybody. And I looked at everybody's face. They're like, girl, go get it. Or at least ask. All he can say is no. Like you say, beautiful.
What Thornetta
says no.
Thornetta Davis says in her show, all he can say is yes.
Come on.
Okay.
There was not the other choice in there. I mean, all you can say is yes.
Okay. And you stand in that yes. Yeah.
Well, I will find out today because I'm sorry, I'm eating a piece of hard candy. I'm sorry. But I think he's under the impression like he is trying to get it because he thinks if he doesn't get it, that I wouldn't be interested anymore. And so I just said, I'm not going to say anything because I wasn't going to say, well, if you don't have it, I'm still interested in you. I'm just not going to say that yet. I'm going to let him think what he wants to think and see if he gets it.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Beautiful. We support you. Yes. We got your back. Yes. I shade today.
Believe me, if I didn't need it, I wouldn't ask.
Oh, we know proud Black woman.
You know how it is.
We know.
Yeah. By the way, it does not sound crazy. That did not sound crazy at all.
It did. Not at all. Okay, I'm seeing something here. Zsa Zsa, there's something going on in your head. Share, if you want.
Who, me?
Zsa Zsa.
Oh, okay.
Am I saying her name right? Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, now. I felt like there was something going on in your mind.
We still in the motion.
Yes.
What's going on in my mind?
Yeah, when you was listening and
nothing.
stuff.
I'm just, mentally preparing for my show.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay, good. And then Sanji, let it be okay if you know he has it and he chooses not to give it. Let it be no attachment. Yeah, and you make your decisions and your choices from that point, but don't be attached to it because I remember my mama used to tell me, Mama, I need some money. I ain't got no money. Yes, you do. Because I don't think in her pocket or something in her purse and stuff. Yeah, she said, but I got things I got to do with it. I knew she had it, but she already had, dealt it out, things that she wanted to do with it. So, yeah.
Right. Okay, well, I'm going to take it in stride,
Absolutely.
I'll let you guys know when I find out and see, see what happens. Because I have to admit, if he doesn't have it, I'm going to look at him a little different.
Yeah,
I hate to say that, but I'm be like, I know you got that money. You just think I'm probably a gold digger or something, and I'm not.
All right, be you, girl.
Okay.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Wonderful. And so everyone shared. Okay. I'm going to have to get off in a minute. keep looking at my door. So I'm gonna pass the baton. I love you guys. Wow, it's good to see everybody's face. It's been a minute. And I'm just here and grateful.
Absolutely.
That's all I can say. It's
Absolutely.
very
Have you? Happy you're through. Congratulations.
rest of the day and vote. I think is important. I got my absentee ballot. I got to get in the mail today. So got voting in California because that's who I is. So yeah, y'all do your thing. Yeah. All right, love y'all. Oh, I see someone. Yay. Got our ballots. Okay. Yeah. All right, love y'all. Thank you, Zsa Zsa. A pleasure, and I will connect with you when I get back to Detroit. Yes. All right. Peace.
Peace, baby.
Absolutely. You ain't gotta wait till you get to Detroit.
Oh, that's true.
You can connect with me right where you are.
You're right.
I'm getting ready to get out of here too, but I do want to say this one last thing. Before I get out of here, my show that I'm talking about today is Don't Ignore the Something. Don't ignore the something. And we oftentimes get in situations where we'll say, something told me not to date him, or something told me not to go that way, or something told me I should go and pick it up. And stop ignoring the something.
Yeah.
Listen to the something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a sister that I want to just share this in Florida, and that's what she called. That's how she referred to the Holy Spirit, and all of them said something told me, and it was always the Holy Spirit is what she was talking about. Something said. Don't ignore the something. And
don't ignore the something.
What time?
Y'all have a beautiful.
What time is
it's at 12:30.
Okay. And where?
It's on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify.
Can you put the link?
Just put your name in there,
please.
Yep, you can put my name in. You can put my name on any of the platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and I'll pop right up.
Okay, thank you, hon. It's been a joy. Yeah.
Yes.
Mama,
I love y'all. Lillie, I'll see you tomorrow at First Friday. Lillie, I love you.
Don't ignore
yes, see you.
Don't ignore something.
Love you, boo. I'm gonna share.
Love y'all too.
On my page for those, So check in, tune in, 12:30.
Thank you,
Mama.
All right, thank you for coming on.
All right, bet.
Mama Nawili, did you get to connect with Mama Ayana? Was this that trip?
Bye.
Where's she going?
Bye.
Bye-bye, hon. Nawili?
I think she
did she go off yet? Nawili?
She might have. She's frozen right now.
Yeah, she might be off.
Yeah.
To connect with Mama Howard. I had a day planned for us. I called her, but I didn't get a call back. Now I didn't do my follow-up call, but I did not get to see Mama Howard.
Yeah, I've called her a couple of times and I haven't received anything back. She must be really caught up with the new life that she has now.
Yes, I'll let her family have her some, but I'm gonna get my time in now. I'm giving.
Speaking of time, we are Alita and I are talking about going down to King Spa. We definitely need it, and so when we have a date, have y'all been to this King Spa yet?
I was and I was just near Chicago. How come we didn't go? Oh yes, it's a wonderful experience. You have to go.
Yeah. So only Mama Head has gone. The rest of you have not gone.
I don't even know what it is.
King Spas in Chicago, and it's this big spa, and it's run by what nationality are they, Mama Het?
I believe they're of Asian descent or Oriental. That's the best I can do.
Yeah, that's the yeah. Anyway, so they have a spa room. And you in this one room, everybody is, well, of course, the guys are in one room space and the girls are in the other space, and everybody's naked. And there's masseuse in there, and I mean them little, you know, they're small frames. Boy, they worked every kink in my body out. And they even wash your hair. And I didn't know that they was going to shampoo my hair, so I didn't get to experience that. But I kept hearing, ooh, oh, you know, they was on the head shampooing that hair. So I'm gonna make sure that my hair is loose. But and then after you come out of the spa, you can stay in there as long as you want. You can go out and come back in, not out and leave and come back in. But when you're in that space, you're naked because it's all water and different kinds of hot. They have a hot tub and a cold tub and now all of that. So, and then everybody has a uniform on. So the girls have the pink on, the blue, the guys have the blue. So everybody's wearing the same, you know, loose shorts and a top. And then you go into all of the rooms where they have come help me where they have steam rooms. They have all kinds of different rooms that you can go in, stay as long as you want. And if you want to spend the night, it's an extra $10. And did you spend the night?
We stayed for 24 hours. We didn't have to pay. Back then we didn't have to pay an extra fee.
Okay. But yeah, it's just $10 and it's very comfortable where you can sleep. They have couches all around, and they have, you know, the seats, the recliner seats. They have a theater room. They have delicious food. And it's very reasonable, you know, because you pay for what you want, and then it's a wonderful time. It really is. It really is. Mm-hmm. And I've never had a massage like that. I mean, with such determination to get, because I was so knotted out. That's when I was telling y'all that I was constipated, and I went down with Alita, and I couldn't do anything about it, you know. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's time to go again.
Yeah. So yeah, Queen, when we went with Sister Maymuna, the first thing we met some young ladies there, and they told us, they said they recommended the first room be the charcoal room, because the charcoal room will move your bowels.
Ah, I wish I'd have known that.
Yeah, they told us, they told us all, because it was our first time. So they were like, yeah, we've been here 24 hours and you need to hit the charcoal room first. And then they have an amethyst room. Mm-hmm. There's different stones in different rooms. You have an ice cold room and a hot A room that's very, very hot. And you kind of want to go experience all of them. There's a gold room as well.
Yeah. And
like when you come in, you bathe first. So the bathe area, there's a ice cold. Okay, here's the pools are it's a not boiling hot, but very hot bath. There's a tepid bath, which is like room temp, and there's a cool bath. Now I shouldn't be telling all this.
No, tell me.
No, because you want it to hit you. So there's a room, there's also a bath, a pool, but it has a fountain, and you really want to go in that fountain. And then when you get to that fountain, you're like, wait a minute, it's too cold, but you want to get in that fountain. So you go and accept the ice cold water, but it's beautiful. And then they also have a steam and sauna room as well.
Yeah.
Then in that area, they also have the massage and whatnot. Now, one of our girlfriends, I went with just enough money to get my little room, because I had just quit my little jobby job. I had just retired, my walking retirement. And I went and I had enough to pay for some food and to get in. So one of my girlfriends happened to bring some honey and some brown sugar, and she gave us a sugar scrub honey. It was wonderful. So yeah, but it's really, really nice. Like I said, they like Queen Aduni was saying, they have a lot of different rooms. You have a lounge room where there's a movie screen, but and you can go, when I say you can go to sleep in there.
Yeah, that's where I slept. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but it's really beautiful. And we took the megabus there. It's good not to have to drive, especially, but the experience of staying there, it's really good to get somebody driving. We took the train. No lies. We took the megabus and then went on so nobody had to drive. That was really nice. Either the megabus or jump on that train and then get an Uber to the spa. So you don't have, because anytime you do body work, it's always good to have a driver instead of have to get back in the car and start that whole thing again with, with peopling and vehicles and the stress of driving. So, but it's a beautiful experience. And Maimuna, she was like, hey, don't tell people that they have to get naked. That should be the pow. That's the pow. You just tell them to come to the spot. Because I know when I got there, I was like, what? We're going to do what? But my favorite thing about going there is seeing people's tattoos uninterrupted. That's the fun part. You get to see them in their totality. Yeah. But it's beautiful.
Yeah. All shapes and sizes and everything.
Yeah.
And then I believe that if you don't want to go if you go into the wet area, you must not have any clothes on, because it's the wet area. So if you didn't want to do that for whatever reason, you can just, go get your uniform and just go on into the heated areas.
Right.
But
it's huge.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a lovely experience. Yeah. So let me see. We've got a couple of events coming up, or anyone else want to share before we go into announcements? So
I'll share. Well, tomorrow.
Yes.
Hey y'all. Sorry, I had to eat a couple of M&Ms. I was hungry. I will be vending tomorrow at the poetry event at Nandy's. So just FYI, just tell the girls, come on out, hear some words. Come get Beat It by Lillie B. That's it.
What time does that start?
I believe it's from 8 to 12, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, 8 p.m. to 12. Where there will be open mic. I believe it is $10 to get in and slightly higher at the door, if I'm not mistaken, as well.
So
tell a friend to tell.
How do you get? What do you do? Go to how do you get your ticket in advance?
You can go on Eventbrite.
Okay.
And just search poetry and all that melanin. 1 second.
Goddess DNA Essentials also has soaps.
Yes.
That are really, really, I'm trying to tell you, there's some good soaps in there. For our skin type.
On my page as well. 1 second. Because I want to give the correct information. Yes, poetry and all that melanin. Okay. Yes. So that would be awesome. You go on Eventbrite to get your tickets. This is an Eventbrite event. Yeah. And it's going to be, well, I don't know if everybody know where Nandy's is, but the address is 71 Oakland Street. That's in Highland Park. Yep, 71 Oakland Street. So it's going to be poetry, different artists, it's open mic. So you got something on your heart you need to get off, swing by, enlighten us.
I want to tell you something.
Yes, enlighten us.
Okay, and then we of course have the cancer event November 17th. And if you want to participate, other than just coming, you got something you want to share with some of these sisters and brothers. Some brothers go through some form of cancer sometimes, but even though it's cancer, we talking about the body, we talking about health and wellness. And then we have our silver and gold. That's where we're performing. Many of us, yeah, baby. We had a really good rehearsal too. Yeah. Lottie came over and sang, so we got to hear her in person, live and in person. And yeah, Sunzi and Mama Razia. What is she right now? Juanita and even Star was singing. Yep. And she's working on some steps. Anyway, so that's all. That's things that are coming up. I need to know, and I'll be getting with everybody. I need to know who wants to be vending and all of that. Vending is $50, and anyone who wants to sell tickets, if you want to participate as an affiliate, the tickets are $30, and then you keep 10, so you would sell them and give us 20 and you keep 10. So that's a way to make money if you were to sell. Look at what does that look, Lolly?
Oh no, I'm listening. I want to add something. That's all.
And so if I would love for you to participate in that way and making up, creating some other ways. So yeah, it's going to be a wonderful time. The entertainment is top notch. And yeah. So let me know. But we only have.
I do want to be a vendor. I already put it in my mind that I am a vendor. I just got to send my other little stuff to lock it in. But yeah.
Got you.
Is there something else I have to do? Am I supposed to do something else to lock it in?
Well, just when you pay, but I got your names down. Okay. Because I can only have so many. So I wanted to know, who.
Okay. Yeah.
Lolly?
Yes. I just wanted to share on the 19th, I have a community event. I can send the flyer out to everybody, but we'll have a DJ. What is it? DJ Jungle. What is it? Jungle, not Jungle Fever. But anyway, we'll have a DJ there. We'll have different interactive things. I will have vendors. I'm reaching out to a few different food vendors who are willing to sell food for under $10 because this is a community event and we are on the east side of Detroit off of Kelly. And I don't know if everybody can spend $20 on a meal. So I am looking for that. If you would like to participate, at the moment, I was speaking because it's at Charity Lutheran Church and we didn't agree on any vending fees. However, it is a limited space. And so I am prioritizing people who can also not only vend, but provide some type of experience for the space as well, because it'll be family friendly. So let's say, for example, you don't have to do this, but this is just an example. Like if you're an artist or you create something, if you're able to do some type of experience for the kids where they create something similar, but smaller scale, you can sell your stuff. I just want to make sure it's a community involvement thing. I wanted to make it a village effort. So yes, I'm having that. If you would like the flyer, I'll be posting it wherever. I'm not in the WhatsApp, so I guess I gotta get in there.
Yeah, because that's where you do.
Behind the streets and concessions, we do the concessions part also. So keep us in mind. Oh wait, when is this? I forgot having a child.
It's November 19th. It's a Saturday. The event itself is going to be from 11 to 2. With the bulk of the actual event being from 11 to 1 and just fun and people buying stuff for hanging out from 1 to 2. I'll have some performances and stuff there too as well. But I'll put the flyer up so you can see all the info.
All right, great.
Yeah, there's Nawili has a niece that makes the meanest tacos. That
I
I'm
was just
sure
about to say, like,
yeah,
Smokey Sanchez.
yeah, $10. I'm sure. I don't think that they're over $10. You know, so maybe she does other things, but you know, talk to Nawili about her niece.
Okay.
See if she want to do it.
I was just about to say, we do tacos too. Wacos actually is what we call them.
Oh,
Walking tacos,
mm-hmm.
you know, in the bag, and you just add your toppings or whatever toppings you want and things of that nature.
Okay.
So
Okay.
if I'm available, I definitely would like to jump in there. Myself and Lillie B, even though I should be fresh out of labor.
Oh, well,
a week. I'll have a week, you know, I mean, a good week of recovery by that time. So
you might, okay. We'll gauge it. We'll gauge
see.
it for you, maybe.
Right.
She ain't had no baby before. She ain't had no baby. This is her first baby. That's why.
A good week of recovery. I also have good partners, so
yeah, but I just want to say, to you, I'm every woman, to allow your body to heal. Even if it's like, even if the baby pops out, boom, you know, give yourself that time, because afterwards, once that baby is priority, when she cry until she get what she want, she ain't gonna shut up. And you might be tired and all of that. So take that time and rest and just contemplate, because there'll be plenty of other events. Plenty. Yeah, I really want you to, Elizabeth, do we agree with this? All of us moms?
Yes.
I'm gonna have an easy birth and a speedy
I don't even know why
recovery.
she getting on here acting crazy.
I'm gonna have a
she's
speedy birth.
sitting her show down, and the baby can't go outside till after 5 months. We went over this already.
One thing that's important is that you know, I see a lot of young ladies talking about the snatch back. I don't know if you plan on nursing and if you have a rocking chair, but that right there, your body will be a whole, you'll get a whole different body if you allow that time to pass. And just, you know, sleep when the baby sleeps. And mama said, get up and put your little clothes on every day, because so you won't get depressed. She said, get up and get dressed. My mother said, get up and get dressed. But make sure that you let your body heal, because the body is made perfect. And that baby and that body, honey, they get to working together, honey. That body will be some fantabulous thing. If you just let it happen and let it happen naturally. Don't be trying to do 50 sit-ups on day 3, please, because your body it has to heal. I'm tired of seeing women with this snatch back.
Yeah. So yeah, there'll be plenty of other events. But I see grandma, she got it covered of what's going to happen. That's really, sweetie. Take your time. It's none of these events is that major. And so take your time. Take your time.
There's always an event. So
take all the time you
need. Okay,
okay, there we go. All right.
We love you, Mama.
Tomorrow we're going to talk about Zsa Zsa tomorrow. We're going to give you some information. I don't know if any of you know about that yet, but it's something happening in this world. I posted in it's like almost an hour about what Zsa Zsa is, and so we're going to be sharing more of that and answering as many questions. It is very, very worldwide political. Has to deal with our health. It has to do with our whole living, and life will not be the same 10 years from now. And we want you all to, I mean, something is supposed to be going down this year that is like, when we talk about it, we're like, oh my God, what's going to happen? And, you know, like it's going to, if they don't do this right, and they're trying to do everything right. And I am saying trying for this one. They are. It is, it's major. So any questions that we can answer and explain it the best that we can, we will be glad to do that. But we want you all to be aware and not be caught off guard with what's going on and what's coming down the track. So give yourself a big hug.
Yes.
Love on yourself. Oh my mom. I went out, bought me some more shirts. I said, I gotta get some shirts.
That's
That
cute.
girl
And
that
hug
woman
on the
your
world.
shirt, that woman on your shirt, Dooney, looks like
Yes.
the woman on the cup.
Oh yeah, huh?
Uh-huh.
Did you know we can make cups from Canva? We can design the cups.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All
Oh,
right.
we can do it right from Canva. And that's where the logo is, sitting right there in Canva.
I need endless opportunities.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful day to have a beautiful day, ladies. Let's do it.
Do it.
Enjoy the sunshine.
Peace out.